Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They want to run it left here. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The first down for the offense. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. He's loose. The 20. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Third and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all. And you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneak's coming, and the offense does it and successfully gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Power football with the run. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's open on the right. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
3:25.
Now on the option. Quick toss. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll give it to the back. Just ran over it. The Ducks get enough for the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 17, Oregon 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Pick up a 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And the Ducks in the hurry up. On second down, wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
The give to the tailback. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking left. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Miami.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. try to get it to the edge. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Ducks send out the punt unit. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll leave it with him. Running with power. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quarterback will audible. Motion from the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Miami.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. On the option. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Looking for a productive play on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The toss to the outside. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Going for it all. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He's got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Reads it, fires complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 27, Miami 17.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oregon.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 20 over Louisiana Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Big opportunity here to get a little breathing room on 2nd and 4 from the 16. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Plows through the defense.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's going up top here late in the game. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to